liberals. They are the most miserable people I have ever encountered, in person and online. And I'm not the only one who says it. So today I'm going to talk about what I have noticed from liberals. And just a disclaimer, I'm not MAGA. I'm not left, I'm not right, I'm not red, I'm not blue. I'm fucking nothing, okay? Because the government is evil and corrupt, and I don't want any part of it. I don't want to label myself anything because there's no point. I don't like anything. It's all a game. It's a clown world. It's a show. So that's what we're talking about today. I'm going to rant and rave about how much I do not like liberals. So join me. The thing that makes me happy is being in nature. Look at this. We're in an incredible winter wonderland right now. This is fresh snow. I told myself I was going to take off from filming for like a few days, but I couldn't help but film today because it was snowing and maybe it'll start snowing again, but otherwise this is just, it's very Christmassy. So I just had to film today. Welcome to Treu Sovereignty, where we are mastering our minds so we can reclaim our peace. On this channel, I feel this channel embodies critical thinking and self-improvement intertwined with one another. Because I feel like if you understand yourself, you can try to understand everything else. And if you decide to subscribe to this channel, you're not just subscribing to a YouTube channel, you're subscribing to a community of people, of like-minded critical thinkers who are intelligent and who actually care about the state of the world and what's going on. And they care about themselves as well, which is very important. So thank you for joining me. It's an honor. If you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and check out my socials. It's definitely an honor, and I definitely appreciate it. So let's get into this ranting video today. I don't know, this video might make me lose some subscribers today. I'm not sure, because I'm not 100% sure where my audience stands on a few of these issues, but I don't care. I'm trying to mold my audience to think similarly to me. Not mold you specifically, but I'm trying to make sure my audience is not the type of audience that's just gonna turn on me on a dime. Remember during the Charlie Kirk incident, and like these huge social media people were just losing hordes and hordes of subscribers because they didn't know that their subscribers were a bunch of pieces of shit who support the murder of someone that they disagree with. So I don't want my channel to be like that. I want my channel to be people who are loyal, who like my content, who like me. I'm authentic. I'm gonna be real with you. And if you don't like that, then that's cool. And I'm glad that it's early on, because I'm gonna kind of address in each video, you know, what I think. Whether it's something that you guys want to hear or not, you guys are going to know what I think now. And I'm going to make sure that I will never be canceled. I'm never going to be canceled, because you will never know, you will never not know what my true thoughts are about anything. You can ask me down below, I will tell you. I'm not going to hide behind anything. I'm not scared of social justice warriors or anything like that coming after me, because I'm gonna know that I have a loyal community of subscribers with like-minded thinkers who are gonna have my back. And I'm not saying have my back in the sense of like risk your life for me, like that's ridiculous, but like, you know, like-minded, loyal subscribers that we all kind of think like each other. We don't agree on everything, but we're not gonna like cancel each other. And like, if people try to come in and cancel the community or cancel me or whatever, like, I'll have people backing me. That's the community I'm trying to build. Not because I'm a bad person or a cult leader, but because I'm real. I'm not fake. I'm not a righteous person. I'm not somebody who's gonna pretend to be something I'm not just so I'm liked. You know? That's not who I am, and that's not how I want my channel to be. So that's the first point. The angriest group of people I know are liberals. I'm sorry, I don't like liberals. Not a huge fan of them. Not a huge fan of their ideologies. Not a huge fan of their opinions. I think that they are so miserable. I think they focus all their energy on their hate towards Trump. And they're too blind to see beyond that and to see the actual bigger picture and who's the real bad guys. Who are the real bad guys? The billionaires, the elites, the everybody. Everybody. Kamala. Biden, Obama. Yes, all the Democrats are shit too. And they don't want to see it. They just don't like Trump. It's idiotic. They're brainwashed. Trump derangement syndrome is a real fucking thing. And it boggles my mind. I can't imagine. I'm gonna speak a lot about liberals on this channel because I'm a female, right? And I'm a lesbian. I'm part of the LGBTQ community. So I've had to deal with them, and it's a lot harder for me to date because of that, because I just don't want to deal with them. They're just so angry and brainwashed, and they're hypocrites. They for example, liberals were like the biggest supporter of the vaccine during the COVID pandemic. And when I was saying like, hey, my body, my choice, bodily autonomy, isn't that something that you're spouting all the time because you're pro-choice? My body, my choice? Yeah, well, not in this situation. Oh, okay. So you're just gonna say, fuck that, no, unless it's something that I agree with. No, not your body, your choice. I'm sorry, if you believe in bodily autonomy for one thing, you have to believe in it for everything, or else you are a fucking hypocrite. Sorry, libs. They're constantly bringing up shit from the past. Shit that's already come and gone. Slavery, World War II, everybody's a Nazi, everybody's a racist. It's like, if you so badly want to eliminate anti-Semitism, racism, homophobia, and transphobia, why are you constantly talking about it? Why are you constantly pushing that onto us and projecting that onto us whilst also being racist? Black people putting white people down. That's racism. It's like they're not getting it. It's like if you really want to eliminate an ideology, you gotta fucking let it go. Leave the past in the past. You're just making yourself miserable because people like me, I'm not racist. I'm obviously not homophobic. I'm not transphobic. I don't hate anybody, really. Except I'm starting to hate liberals now. But, like, we don't give a fuck. Because we know that it's not that serious. It's like, chill out. Chill the fuck out. It's really not that serious. Not everybody. The percentage of people that are actually anti-Semitic, who are actually Nazis, who are actually racist, the percentage of those people are very small. Most people that you talk to are not going to be like that. I swear to God. I talk to a lot of people. I've traveled the world. I live in MAGA country. I'm not MAGA, but I live in MAGA country. And these people are very nice. They're not racist. If anything, they're more accepting of people they disagree with than liberals are. Liberals claim to be inclusive and they claim to be tolerant, but they're not. They're anything but. Liberals are intolerant of everybody, even if you disagree with them a little bit. You can have two liberals in the same room who agree on everything except one thing, and they will both point at each other and say, you're evil, you're racist, you're homophobic, just because they disagree on one thing. You can't be friends with a liberal, because if, one day you wake up and say, hey, no, I actually don't agree with that, they'll stab you in the back. They'll stab each other in the back. My opinion is that that whole party is going downhill, and it's going to destroy itself from the inside out. So, just let them be, because they will end up destroying themselves. Another thing I can't stand, even if you say, I don't like Trump, which I don't like Trump, he's a politician, why would I like him? But then you also say, but I'm not a liberal, they'll call you a Trump supporter. They'll call you MAGA. Oh, well, if you're not a liberal, then you're MAGA. That's not fucking true, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Tons of people on my TikTok, just because I said, if Trump wanted liberals to support something, all he'd have to do is stand against it. And in the description it says, I'm not MAGA, I'm just an objective observer of truth. Tons of people commenting, you're MAGA, you're MAGA, you're MAGA. I don't know, it's either they're not reading or they don't understand and comprehend simple shit. Or their brains are so fucking fried from social media or whatever that they just want to put a blanket on everything because they can't understand complex, gray things. Like, actually, I'm not left or right. They can't comprehend that. Anytime I'm in like a debate with a liberal, which you can't debate a liberal, they're always gonna win because they're kind of idiots. But anytime you're in a debate with a liberal, they're pretty much like you're either for us or you're against us. And there is no in between. There's no such thing as not being left or right. I'm like, what? Have you gone mad? Oy, oy, oy. And then I've talked to people from other countries, Canadians, people from the UK, and they say, yeah, the liberals in your country are crazy. They're like, I'm liberal, but I'm liberal in my country. Because the liberals here are more so anti-government, while the liberals in your country just hate Trump. That's all they do. So even an outsider's perspective is like, yeah, I see why you're not liberal, even though I'm liberal. I'm telling you, it's Trump derangement syndrome. They have no real solid morality. These are the types of people that will shout and scream free Palestine online, but they don't actually care about Palestine. What are they doing? What are they doing to help Palestine? Tell me, what are you doing? You just want Trump to do everything, don't you? Even though you hate him. If Trump cured cancer, you'd say, the curing of cancer is racist. They don't actually fucking care about Palestine. Go look at these people's profiles. They are narcissistic, they're superficial, they only care about how they look and how much sex they're having. That's all they fucking care about. These are also the people that are like supporters of OnlyFans and supporters of sexual liberation and promiscuity. It's diabolical, man. It's diabolical, the shit that they are into. I'm not saying having sex is immoral. I'm just saying it's weird, the things that they choose to prop up on a pedestal. And it's like porn and promiscuity and like drag queens talking to children and permanent sex changes for children, hormonal procedures for children. God, it's disgusting. It's like, obviously they're veering very far away from like what America used to be, which was like classic Christian values. But I mean, come on, like bring it back to the middle a little bit. You're going way, way, way too far away. I mean, from one extreme to the other, right? I'm in the middle somewhere. It's like, yeah, do what you want with your life, but don't push and promote pornography. Come on now. Like, Joey Swole just came out and said he was against a trans woman in the women's bathroom of a gym, but she was creating, or he, whatever you, I personally like to respect what people want to be called, but we know trans women are men. Come on now. But Joey Swole was saying that no matter what, man or woman, you should not be in a gym bathroom, a public bathroom, locker room, whatever it is, making OnlyFans content. And the fucking liberal dirtbags, whatever you want to call them, liberal scum of the earth, were coming out saying, she's just doing a thirst trap. Oh, she can't do a thirst trap because she's trans? You're racist, you're transphobic, you're the scum of the earth. Those were literally the comments that he was getting. He talks about women and bad behavior in gyms. He talks about men and bad behavior in gyms. He will talk about trans and bad behavior in gyms. That's just how it is. That's his content. If you have bad behavior in a public gym that anybody and everybody can go and pay for, he's gonna talk about you. Okay? Plain and simple. Liberals are also experts at the victim mindset. Everything is a victim mindset. Everything is blaming everybody else so they don't have to take accountability. They are the most emotionally immature adults on this planet. I'm sorry, they are. The behavior during COVID, the behavior during Charlie Kirk, unacceptable. Absolutely diabolical, absolutely disgusting. Liberals have disgusted me. Oh, and then when Trump won, their behavior, they're screaming on TikTok. Ugh! I would never want to associate with people like this. I would never want to associate with people who say, valid crash out, valid crash out. No. Even if you're not crashing out, but you support the crash outs, I don't want to associate with anybody or anyone who associates themselves with being liberals, nothing. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't have to, and I won't. You know, I don't like Trump either, but I'm not going to throw a temper tantrum because he won. God damn, man. Here's the thing. I used to be a liberal. I used to be. About 6 or 7 years ago, I started to see signs here and there that some liberals were going a little off the deep end, and I was like, what the hell is that? I would talk to, I was a liberal, and I would talk to my liberal friends, but they would say the wackiest shit. And I would have to go back and reflect and be like, what is going on? You know, these liberals are getting a little crazy, getting a little extreme. And that was like fucking 7, 8 years ago. It's been getting worse and worse and worse. I officially left the Liberal Party. You know, when Trump first won, it made me sick to my stomach, okay? I was a Trump hater at one point. I still don't like the fucking guy. And I don't vote. But I'm not sick to my stomach that he won. I don't really care anymore. But when he first won, of course I was sick to my stomach. So it was around, I want to say, maybe 2019, when I started to officially move away from the Liberal Party and started to kind of think for myself. And in that, you know, liberals, my liberal friends, family members all started to become a little shocked, you know? And I was shocked by them. I was like, have you seen the behavior of these people? Have you seen it? Or am I just going crazy? You know, trying to gaslight me, what do you mean? So after 2020, I mean, that really just solidified it for me. The behavior I saw from liberals, I knew I couldn't trust them anymore. I couldn't trust people who identified as liberal because I knew they'd turn their back on me at the drop of a hat if it benefited them. If it made them seem righteous, if it made them seem good, they would turn their back on me. They'd backstab me. So, officially left the Liberal Party for good in 2020. But I never moved over to a Conservative Party. Never. I stayed being libertarian, anarchist, whatever you want to call me. I don't like labels at all. I don't. I just think for myself. I'm a critical thinker. That's what my channel is about. People constantly try to say, oh, you're just parroting from people that you watch. I'm like, no. I'm literally just objectively observing and forming my own opinions. Do I look shit up? Do I do research? Do I look into things in depth? Absolutely. I try to look at it from all sides. Even the liberal side. Without listening to the extremists, I try to look at things from all sides of the coin, right? And that's how I form my opinions now. Obviously, I was liberal at one point. So I still have progressive opinions. Like, I believe gays can get married. I'm pro-choice. I'm not I'm not pro-life. I'm pro-choice. You know, obviously, I don't think being gay is a choice. I don't think you're going to hell if you're gay. I'm not religious. There's plenty I disagree with conservatives on. So I'm not conservative, I'm not liberal, because I hella disagree with both of them. But one thing I can say is that conservatives seem to... This is one thing I can respect about conservatives that I cannot respect with liberals. Conservatives seem to keep their shit together. Like, if something happens they don't like, that's unfortunate, but, you know, we'll get them next time, partner. Like I said before, they're very accepting, even if we disagree. You know, I've actually met homophobic people, and once we started talking, they were like, you know, you're cool. Like, I don't care that you're gay. I don't support it, but I also don't care. And I'm like, cool. As long as you don't think I should die. And they don't. They don't think that I deserve to die. They just think it's, like, wrong. And that's okay. We can agree to disagree. And that's perfectly fine with me, as long as we are civil with each other. And that's the thing. Republicans, conservatives, whatever you want to call them, are more civil. Are some Trump supporters really stupid and brainwashed as well? Absolutely. Yes. I'm not saying that Trump supporters are incredibly smart or anything. I'm just saying that they're a little more accepting, a little more tolerant, a little more civil. Actually, a lot more. I don't know why I'm saying a little. They're a lot more. And so I found myself with mostly either conservative friends or friends who think like me. Because I can't be friends with liberals. Because they fucking hate me. They hate me. Even though I'm part of their community, if you will. I'm LGBT. I'm a woman. But yeah, just because we simply don't agree on some things. I have been called every name in the book. Racist, homophobic, transphobic, a Nazi. I've been called all of that. And that's not a lie. I have. So, that's my experience and that's my opinion on liberals. And it's not going to change. Because their behavior lately in the past few years has really sickened me. Liberals really sicken me. And I think it's only going to get worse and worse and worse until they just destroy themselves. Until they just implode on themselves. I don't know what that's going to take. If you're a man and you're liberal, you are a sad, sad man. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. There's men who come onto my channel calling me MAGA, and I'm like, you're a liberal? I don't think I've ever met a liberal man in my life. I escaped like the liberal pool of people in my life a long time ago, and they were all women. I don't think I've ever met a liberal man. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those people that's like, you're not a real man. I don't believe in that, but goddamn. I think men should either be like in the middle or they should be conservative. I don't think men should be liberal. I think if you're a liberal man, you're just trying to get fucked by a woman. Women all over TikTok, where are the liberal men? Where are the liberal men? They're gay. Sorry, they're gay. They don't like women. Liberal men are gay. Anyway, this was a bit off the cuff, kind of a rant, and what really brought this to light for me was the Joey Swole incident. A couple of Joey Swole incidents, actually. Not that I'm like the biggest fan of Joey Swole. I don't give a fuck about him. But I think he's a pretty neutral creator. I'm just saying, I'm not afraid of USJWs. You can come and try to cancel me. I don't give a flying fuck. So, if you like this type of content, if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are building a community of like-minded thinkers who don't need labels, who are not lost in life, who don't need to be externally validated to have some sort of a semblance of identity, okay? We are strong inside and out, and we're gonna take the world by storm, okay? So until next time, I will see you in the next video.